Hi friends, so today I'm sharing one of my interview experience. It was an UI developer, front-end developer interview. I made so many mistakes. There were wrong answers by me. So people who know the correct answers, please comment down below. So let's learn together. Hi, I am Kaveri. I was working in semiconductor NBD for past 2.8 years. I was working as a front-end developer uh, in React.js. I have also done some task in Python service. So we were using Material UI for styling our components, and I have also done some graph components and graphics in our project. Rate as 3. Um, by practice, I will rate myself as 3. I can do tasks by referring the internet, but I don't know the deeper theories behind it. So I can do any kind of task assigned to me. So I will rate as 3. Actually, we during training period only I have used HTML. So just know the basics. Like we have so many tags, header. So that also I will assign as 3. CSS also I will give 2. JavaScript I will give 3. React also I will give 3. Hoisting is a property in JavaScript where the variables will be declared at the top of the code. So even if we use that variable before its declaration, it will still work for that var kind of variables. Not aware of it. I just know about the variable and functions. Even if the function and variable is declared at the below of code, every functions and variable will be declared at the top while execution of the code. Okay, session storage, we can store some data during that session only. That session will be deleted once that session is over or when we close the browser. But local storage will be stored in that application even if we close the browser, as long as we doesn't clear the cache memory. I have heard about it. I don't know about SOAP, but I think we are using REST API in our project. I don't know more about it. I didn't read about it. So actually, we were using Axios for our API. And the post and get methods is the we communicates with backend and they give back the same in the JSON format as a response will be given. So I didn't refer that in portion. Okay, every elements will be is considered as a box in CSS. First elements contents will be in a content and there will be a padding around that content, a transparent kind of thing. Around the padding we have borders, and around borders we have margin. So these are the components. We can give style to some components based on the ID or class. ID is a unique name given to the component. So for ID we are using hash to in the style sheet to a hash object. I think for class we are giving dot and class name, and inside that object we can give the style details. Okay, ID, yes, will be specific for that component. Same class can be used in different component. There is string integer, a boolean, and object for both array and objects. Then we have undefined and null also. Document okay. DOM is the place where our HTML script and elements will be loaded in the browser. Each component will be having nodes for each elements. So in React we have a virtual DOM also. That makes the React different from other languages. Virtual DOM makes the React faster. Yes, okay. It represents as a tree model. Each node is represented as tree model in the DOM. We usually have that on screen loader icon for while the page loads. Actually, if we are meaning about the optimization, I think there is lazy loading technique, and some for optimization there is some other features like use memo, and if that page is extensively used, we can define that in a use memo hook. Memo is that function page. Likewise, we can decrease the memory usage. This keyword refers to the object in which that function or component is declared. So it is used for getting the props and states defined in that function. Actually, I'm not aware, but event bubbling, when we click on an button, that event will be passed, and using that e dot functions, prevent default, such functions we can do task. I think that's event bubbling. Okay. Use strict function is I just know one scenario. We can use strict mode for avoiding the variable hoisting. If we define use strict at the top, it won't hoist the variables. It only executes based on the position of the code. Okay. Elements we have using get element by id, get element by class, we can get the element. If there is a class, if there is an id, we can document dot get element by id, we will get that element. So closures are a bundle of functions where we can define inner functions which returns a variable which was defined above that function. So even if the function is executed, that variable will be still there in the memory. It won't be deleted. So I think that is the use of closure. So promises are a type of callback functions where we can use for asynchronous functions to it, like we can wait for some operation to finish. So in promises we have resolve and reject methods. Once it is resolved, we can use dot then to do some task. Otherwise, if there is an error, we can cache that error. And in promises will return a function. Maybe it can be a pending if it is just doing the task, and we can have a fulfilled status if the task is completed. I think let and const was introduced in ES6. JavaScript. Previously var was the only thing used. So var is, if we define var as a global variable, we can use it everywhere, but let and const is a block scoped variables. It can be used in that block only, and let can be changed at any part of the code, but once const is defined, that variable will be a constant, which we can't change the value of that variable. It is a CSS type. Okay, it is a one-dimensional CSS styling type. We can specify in a row or column, and we have some other, we can define the flex directions. Then there is justify content related styling. So in a flex, elements are arranged in a one-dimensional manner, one by one, one after another. I don't know the difference, but I think almost all features are there, like link, anchor. I don't know what differentiates it from previous. Based on the severity of the task, I do the one which need more analysis, and that I will concentrate. If it is an immediate requirement, I will do that. And while doing a task, there is a bug. When I get a bug which is more important, then I will give prioritize the bug first. Yes, it was an agile in the beginning, but I think later they changed to waterfall model. Yes, I had so many experience, but the major one was happened last few months. I was basically a React.js developer, but I got a task in Python. So they just gave 1 month to complete, to learn Python and start doing. So I completed that task. It was actually an optimization task, some database. Related some issue was there in onsite, so I completed that in the last few months after learning Python. So that was one of the challenge. Yes, successfully I have optimized that service. We were using Azure DevOps. In Azure board will be there, all the user stories will be splitted among us, and we will have subtasks for all the user story. If there that task is related to previous related function, I will analyze the code. What changes we have to do, is will it affect the previous functionality? Then first task will be analysis only. After that I will start coding, and by testing throughout the implementation, I will test if it affects other components. I will also refer the internet for other code samples and all. During we will have a call. First sprint planning session will be there. In that sprint planning session itself, we will ask the clarification details. In that board, we will write down in that board, or otherwise we will mail to our team leader. So they will connect with the on-site for clarification. 2.8. So is this related? It's for senior engineer, or also is they are looking for back-end developers? I mean, full stack, or just React engineer?